Scheduling a consultation when you're looking to purchase an aesthetic device is a very important thing. Talking to a manufacturer or manufacturer's representative, you're really going to get a defined or focused answer or series of answers around one specific product line. But when you work with a company like ours in regards to purchasing a device, we are unbiased and have the ability to give you expert knowledge on all top trending manufacturers in the space and their make and models, as well as their comparisons. We can compare their tech specs to show you what the efficacy really looks like between the different lines. For your specific client base, one approach may not be the right approach. And so you really want to consider everything that is out there and have an agent that you can trust that can demystify this technology for you. And that's exactly what we're here for. MNML Aesthetics was founded in the early 2000s as a radio frequency focused company. Originally referred to as Invasics, the company was headed up by a couple of manufacturing executives from Cineron, etc., who took over great engineering principles and brought them into lower cost manufacturing to produce the ultimate radio frequency base units for the space of aesthetics. They added in surgical applications and then later multimodality. What you'll probably know of the brand as of late is the Morpheus 8 handpiece, their fractional microneedling RF handpiece. What's important to know about shopping InMode is that several of their popular handpieces will transverse across their different base unit or chassis models. So a lot of the InModes that are in the market today have similar componentry or boards that allow you to operate the Morpheus on 2 or 3 of their platforms, or the BodyTite on 2 or 3 of their platforms. Selecting the right base unit is probably the hardest when you're shopping with InMode. Once you understand the hand pieces or applications that you need, it's easier to narrow that down and then get to an actual price quote. Now, don't mistake it. The company is, again, proud of the work they've been able to do both in engineering and in manufacturing, and their sticker price does reflect that. These are very highly serviceable systems from the standpoint of third-party support. Of course, you can work directly with the manufacturer if you so choose, but in purchasing a pre-owned unit, having that availability to service a steadfast radio frequency device that requires less service than that of a laser is always beneficial. Now, when it comes to consumable, there are a few attachments, those surgically used and in the Morpheus, that do require consistent channel supply chain of a consumable. So it's important to know that when you are shopping new or pre-owned, you do have access to those specific consumables for treatments such as the Morpheus or BodyTite. To find out more about InMode, any one of their product lines, don't hesitate to reach out for us. We're here to help cut the manufacturer's fog, demystify any particular application that you need, and as always, we welcome you to the wonderful world of aesthetics. First thing that you're going to see when you invest in a pre-owned device is a significant cost savings. Versus spending top-tier 6-figure price on a device that's going to depreciate the moment that it is installed at your facility, you're buying a device that was already installed elsewhere and has already depreciated. We can take that, repurpose it, put it into your facility, your practice, and give you the tools, tips, and tricks that you need to be successful with that technology. When you're considering pre-owned, the number one thing that you're looking for is the track to return on investment. You have less of a deficit to make up, less of a balance on the balance sheet of that capital asset to go about returning back to your business in cash and generating an actual true margin and true profitability for your business. Austin Podolsky from the Aesthetic Showroom, the InMode Morpheus 8 platform. This unit encompasses the original Morpheus 8 handpiece with depths of 3.5, RF arc at 4, as well as the enhanced Morpheus 8 body handpiece with depths of 7.5 millimeters and arc at 8 millimeter. To find out more about this best-in-class radio frequency fractional microneedling device or any other in the space of aesthetics, don't hesitate to check us out online, and as always, thanks for shopping with us. The Hydrofacial Company. Originally, Edge Systems formed in the 90s, focused on accessories to the med spa, smoke evacuators, and then eventually got to vacuum-assisted hydro or facial dermabrasion devices. What's unique about their product lineup is that they use this vacuum-assisted technology to help with exfoliation, the absorption of dead skin cells, while also permeating specialized serums or products into the dermis. Now, the company has filed for an IPO, $1 billion IPO, mind you, and has really continued to dominate that market category of facial or hydrofacial through the flagship product, the Hydrofacial MD Elite Tower. They also have tabletop versions such as the Allegro and their newest innovation, the Senato, which essentially encompasses all technologies into one in a much sleeker presentation. Now, their company in regards to purchasing is one that does carry a pretty fair or moderate sticker price. It's not necessarily the cost of acquiring the device that you need to be concerned with, but that of the cost of ownership. Making sure that you understand the cost dynamics to providing each procedure, whether you're using a basic cleansing serum or one of their boosters. Average cost can run you anywhere from about $35 per session upwards of $115, depending on if you are using these specialized products such as boosters. Serviceability has not been something that has been a challenge for the pre-owned market or the secondary market, so I would proceed in buyer confidence, whether purchasing new or pre-owned. Now, to find out more about Hydrofacial, whether it be an original model, the new model, or any other in the category of dermal infusion, hydrodermabrasion, of course, don't hesitate to reach out and work with us. We'd love to help you understand what device is best for your practice. And as always, welcome to the wonderful world of aesthetics. Our goal for our customers is the right selection of the right device for their practice. Minimum investment, maximum return. Selecting a device that, one, you can afford to purchase, two, you can afford to maintain, and three, that you can afford to operate from a consumable standpoint. You can go buy the nicest piece of equipment in the space. However, if you're ineffective at marketing that, or you don't have a pathway or a conduit by which to attract patients to that therapy, you're going to be unsuccessful. And that's where people become disposed, and eventually they end up having to liquidate that technology. It's not something that we want to see. We want to grow the space of aesthetics. So I think it really comes down to selecting the right technology and the right cost model for your business. The Morpheus 8 handpiece by InMode, a best-in-class radio frequency fractional microneedling handpiece that allows the protrusion of needles into the dermis and the release of radio frequency to stimulate collagen at the fibroblast. This particular handpiece can transverse and run across a magnitude of different InMode platforms. To find out which platforms this handpiece is compatible with, don't hesitate to check us out online, and as always, thanks for shopping with us. Allergan Aesthetics, a division of Allergan now owned by Abbey in a $1 billion transaction, is dominating aesthetics by way of the legacy product line, the Cool Sculpting Machine. They are the only brand in the space that continually spends millions and millions of dollars on getting consumers to understand the power of aesthetics. So the number one reason to purchase an Allergan Cool Sculpting device, whether it be the Elite or the predicate standard Cool Sculpting system, is for that foot traffic into your business. If you'll notice, you can't drive down a major highway without seeing a billboard or listening to a radio ad by Cool Sculpting. Beyond that, they made a really smart acquisition before they were acquired by Abby, which is that of the Silk Peel, or now referred to as Diamond Glow. This is a competitive technology to that of Hydrofacial that offers a best-in-class exfoliation and permeation of serum during a facial. These systems are pretty aggressively priced, fair priced, and the cost of treatment is reasonable. Now, to find out more about any of the Allergan Aesthetics lineup, what they have coming in the future, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're happy to help you understand cost models, cost of ownership, and as always, we welcome you to the wonderful world of aesthetics. At the end of the day, what you're really dealing with a manufacturer and their high-end cost, they've spent the time and money to engineer these technologies, or they've latched on to another popular and in-demand therapy from a competitor. They've reverse engineered that product, they put it into a new piece of plastic, and they've released it like it was completely innovative and never before seen to the market. Now, a lot of these groups are publicly traded. You can look up their earnings reports and you can see that some of their gross profit margins are even as high as 90%. That's an extreme amount of profit margin. So where's the rest of this high, six-figure sticker price go? Well, it goes back to those marketing costs, and then it goes to that rep's pocket. And that's why they will blitz you. They will be in your office from the moment that you hand raise and say, I'm interested at a trade show or a call-in. Oftentimes you'll find in a 4-hour meeting, they'll start at one price and you're able to negotiate them down 50 grand in an afternoon. It really comes down to the compensation model of the representatives and the cost of good talent who's willing to show up and stop at nothing to continue to knock down your door to convince you to buy a specific asset. Austin Podolsky from the Aesthetic Showroom, the Canfield Vectra. This advanced 3D augmentation imaging system can be used for facial and body scanning to help you augment or present potential results, as well as document and plan for advanced surgery and aesthetic procedure by way of giving you circumference, volume measurement, and many, many other tools and features. To find out more about this advanced imaging platform or any other in the space of aesthetics, don't hesitate to check us out online. And as always, thanks for shopping with us. BTL Aesthetics is a division of BTL Industries, founded in Poland many years ago. Now, the core company does focus on an array of specialties within medicine. However, most interesting, I think, is aesthetics. They've been able to take highbrow design, in-house manufacturing and engineering into this space with radio frequency, shockwave, and EMS technology. With the launch of the M-Sculpt and M-Sculpt Neo, they've really created or carved a new category in the space of body contouring, that being muscle stimulation autonomously for the patient and consumer base. And I think that's what really kind of sets them apart, is that they have a unique approach to the market by way of their design, but also in their marketing, it tends to lend itself to the eye and a little bit more appeal or sexiness. Now, as far as purchasing and owning one of these devices, the BTL technology undoubtedly is typically a bit more expensive to invest into. You are looking at consumables. And so you are tied to this manufacturer from the standpoint of paddle sets, cycles, etc., which can be a hindrance unless you're working with somebody who does have that continuous supply, whether that be new or pre-owned. And we hope that you found this video to be a resource for you. If you are in aesthetics, you're looking to get into aesthetics, and you need to be kind of guided, and you need a shepherd to kind of demystify that for you, cut the fog of the manufacturer sales rep, don't hesitate to reach out to us, and welcome to the wonderful world of aesthetics. The InMode Morpheus 8 body handpiece. I wanted to discuss a couple of misconceptions about this handpiece. At our company, we get a lot of requests for customers that are looking to acquire a device with the Morpheus 8 body and or add it to their current system. What I'll tell you about this handpiece compared to the original is that the original is gonna offer needle depth of 3.5 with RF energy at 4 millimeters into the dermis, while the body handpiece is going to offer 7.5 millimeters of depth and 8 millimeters of RF arc. The body handpiece is an application that I most standardly see used in my high-end derm, plastic, and advanced med spa offices that are doing a lot of body work or even liposuction to help sculpt, create 11, six-packs, etc. I do recommend the standard Morpheus handpiece for most clientele because the body handpiece at 3.5 does have protocol for medium and smaller bodied patients or lower BMI patients to help in the reduction of fat and tightening of skin in the abdominal beyond its great benefit to the face. To find out more about the differences between these two handpieces or to break down any other misconceptions about InMode's handpieces and which platforms they work on, don't hesitate to check us out online, and as always, thanks for shopping with us.